Well, what he's saying, she's not tearing down the build, but she's being effective in her role, and she's helping the build. Just let your work be profitable, and let not your work be vain and vanity. Because if you're doing something that's unprofitable, that you get nothing out of it, then it becomes vanity, and it's just a waste of time. This is Sirach chapter 34 and verse 23. When one buildeth and another pulleth down, what profit have they but labor? So this is what's going on when you get a husband with a wife that is not like-minded unto him, but has a mind of her own to do her own will, her own pleasure, her own thing. That man is building, but she's pulling down. What have they but labor? Now you're gonna get a lot of confusion and strife, a lot of sleepless nights, because they're not on one accord. This should not be so. This is Philippians chapter 2 and verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord and one mind. So, we have to be like-minded on one accord, having the same mind. And within a marriage, it has to happen. She has to humble herself and submit herself unto her husband. That's the only way it's going to work. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. So there's a divine order that the Most High, he did set up from the beginning. Eve went off and she did not follow that. But your husband, our husbands, is head over us. Yahweh Shai is head over our husbands, and Yahweh is head over Yahweh Shai. That's the order, and we got to stick to that. We got to remember our oppressor has lied and deceived us, has given us this much liberty, has given us the will to do whatever we want to do, has broke down the families, has removed the man from the household, has given the woman all this power, say so, will, desire, and pleasure to do what she wants to do. This was only to destroy the daughters of Zion. But we have to renew our mind, and we have to come up out of Babylon in all the ways that it taught us, because it was only taught to us to destroy us. We have to humble ourselves, come up out of ourselves, die to yourself daily. In order to humble yourself and come up out of yourself, you have to die to yourself daily. You have to take yourself off that pedestal, not exalt your own self. Get back in order and humble yourself unto your own husband. That's what the daughters of Zion has been called to do. That is our role. This is Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. And this also can apply to wives. We have to submit, and we have to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. So a lot of things we may not want to do, our flesh may not want us to do it. Our flesh might rise up and want to resist against what our husband is telling us to do. But at the end of the day, we have to look at it as being a sacrifice unto the Most High, making our body a sacrifice, meaning making our body to do what it don't want to do. And that comes through much fasting and prayer and humility and humbleness. Sisters just got to decide that that's what they want to do. Verse 2, and be not conformed of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you might prove that what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. So we have to renew our minds. I've been in this truth almost going on 5 years, so we have to understand I've been taught the wrong way for a very long time. Sisters been taught the wrong way for a very long time. You have to tear that mindset down. You have to tear the ways of this world and the doctrines and philosophies that was taught to us. You have to tear that down out of your mind, and you have to renew your mind in what the Most High is telling us through the words of the Most High, through this holy book. And relearn the right way. Relearn now you're a daughter of Zion. Relearn that, yes, you are to be a wife. Yes, you have a role. It's to be a helpmeet unto your husband, like-minded unto him, not having your own mind, but in your own will, but be like-minded unto him. And renounce the way of Babylon. That way was given to us to destroy us. This is 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. That is like forbidden of the Bible for a righteous and godly woman, for an Israelite woman to just live in pleasure, meaning she do whatever it is that she want to do when she want to do it. Hey, it said, dead is she that liveth in pleasure. She is already dead while she liveth, man. I mean, the judgment is already wrote out. It's just a matter of time before the Most High bring that judgment upon the daughters of Zion that's living in pleasure, doing what they want to do with much liberty, no instruction, no correction, no reproof, and does not hearken at all. It says she's dead. So being out here bopping, throwing it back in the club, throwing it in a circle, living a life that you want to live in pleasure without correction, without instruction, being harlots and whores, these ways are ways that leadeth to destruction. And this is the way that Babylon has taught the daughters of Zion to be. But that is not the way we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be with our husband. And you know, living that way has caused the daughters of Zion to be a reproach. That Isaiah 4:1, it says, in that day, what day? In that troubling day, that Jacob's troubled day, 7 women shall cleave unto one man. But we have to understand, it says to take away our reproach. These women are a reproach, man. They did not want to get down with the laws of the Most High, with the law, statutes, and commandments. They was the ones screaming, I don't need a man. What I need a man for? I got my own house, I got my own car, I got my degree, I make my own money, I do my own thing, I make my own decisions. What do I need a man for? But that's not what the Most High is saying. There's a time coming where 7 women shall cleave unto one man, saying, let us eat of our own bread and wear of our own clothes, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. These women are in bad conditions. They're in a bad shape and form and state of mind because they did not hearken. These women have been ran through. These women are harlots. These women are whores. These women did not get down. They're reproachable women. Do not become a reproachable woman. We have been given a way. That way is to hearken unto our husband. Be there to be a helpmeet unto him and build up your house. That wise woman builds her house. That's Proverbs 14:1. It says a wise woman builds her house, but a foolish one plucks it down with her own hands. And we also know through wisdom is a house built. So sisters gotta fear the Most High, begin to keep his law, statutes, and commandments, and wisdom shall be imparted unto you, and she will teach you and show you how to be a righteous wife to your husband and help him to build his house. I hope this is edifying to sisters. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share the channel, drop the comments down below, and until next time, shalom.